All right, welcome everybody. I'm going to move extremely fast because I'm late. Sorry for that. I had some serious hiccups, but it's fine. Now everything is settled. Let me see if you can see when I write. No, you can't. Okay, it's a bit slow. Wait. Can you see nicely? Is the size of my screen nice, or it's a little distorted? It's nice. It's okay. Oh, it's too small. If I do this, how is it now? It's worse. Okay, let me do this. Give me 1 sec. How is it right now? Give me a second. Can you see nicely? All right, I want to test how fast it's going to be moving with me because I don't want any delay. If I do this, I want you to tell me what I'm writing on the screen. What did I write on the screen? What did I write on the screen? Okay. Good, so let's get started. Right, today I wanted to talk about things that are boring. I'm going to talk about a lot of things, and I want to start with the things that are very boring to you guys. And these, I've opened the type of question because it comes, and I don't want anyone to ignore it. It is a question that comes in the exam saying this. Describe how ultrasound is used to locate an object below the surface of the sea. Can you see this? They want you to describe an experiment. Can you all see the screen? Can you see where I'm highlighting? Students? Okay. This isn't, they're asking you to describe an experiment. Look at another one. Let me open another one. This one. These experiments I'm opening are for sound, but remember, waves have light and sound. I'll show you the ones for light, which also ask the same thing. Can you see here? Describe an experiment. Can you see this? And this is May, June 2025. This is last year. Students, this is not a 2016 paper that you say, maybe they no longer ask that. They ask it right now. Describe and state the apparatus, the measurements taken, and how to calculate whatever sound from the speed of sound in air from measurements. Can you see that you may be asked to describe an experiment? Are you seeing that? So what I want people to know, I want you to know important experiments for this chapter. Okay, I'm going to cover dispersion of light as well. I'm going to cover refraction. I'm going to cover total internal reflection. I want to cover all the theory things, and I'm going to put them in one place in case you want to go back and check them again and again and again. Today I want to do these experiment questions. I'm going to give you the experiments, then I'm going to be training you how you answer them and stuff like that. So let's go along. Let's go along. What we're going to do, let's start. I'm going to go to the board. Have you seen what we are doing? So what are we doing in the lesson today, class? What is the objective of the lesson? To do what? Questions that ask you to describe an. Hello? Kuzi? Yes, Antonisha? To describe what? Antonisha? Questions that ask you to describe what? To describe an experiment. Those are the questions we want to do right now. Questions that ask you to describe an experiment. Those are the ones we want to do right now, right? Let's do them and let's see how we can describe an experiment. So let's start. What experiments should we know in this chapter? Let's go, everybody. Let's move through this chapter, the experiments. We are not running away from this question. Sir, but it's boring. Nobody wants to do this type of questions, sir. That's the reason we are doing it. I'm doing it because nobody wants to do it. Okay? Because it's boring and it's dangerous. It can cost you a lot of marks. So that's exactly why I'm doing it. I'm actually doing it because it's boring. So you're doing it because it's boring? Yes, because I don't want you to lose marks because you left it because it was boring. That's not happening. So let's talk about it. Experiment number 1. Let's go through some experiments. Yes. It's not nice as well. Let me see what is wrong. No, I'm not. It looks okay on for me from this side. It's not okay for you. Let me share the screen again. Let me share the screen again. How is it now? Hi, Letty. Yes, in a lesson you can call me at 10, okay? Exactly 10, okay. Right, let's go through it. Can you see my screen nicely now? Here's the first. Let's go through the experiments. I'm quickly going to go through experiments with you. So everybody, experiment number 1, okay? We're doing chapter 3 experiments. We're starting with the one for light, then I'll do the ones for sound. We answer these questions that say describe an experiment, what. We're going to answer a lot of them. You can see my screen nicely, right? Everything is perfect. All right, so let's go. Experiment number 1 here. Experiment number 1. Write it to say. Experiment 1. Investigating. You can be asked. Make sure you know. Investigating reflection. That's the first experiment that the syllabus wants you to know. The experiment to investigate reflection. Are you doing it? Right. Investigating a reflection. I want you to write here to say. This is an experiment to prove the law of reflection. This is an experiment to prove the law of reflection. We'll talk more about it. Huh? What is the law of reflection? Let's put it. Law of reflection. We want to see what is it, because we are going to do an experiment to prove this. What is the law of reflection? I have to move fast. This is the big idea. The big idea behind this whole experiment. What is the law of reflection? Because you're going to do an experiment to prove it. It's not one. We're going to do another experiment after this. But look at this one. What is the big idea? You should know that reflection says when light hits a plane mirror, it bounces off. Law of reflection now says, when it bounces off, when light hits a plane mirror like this, this is the rule. Angle of incidence, I, is equal to angle of reflection, R. So we want to see what is the angle of incidence. We want to see the angle of reflection there. Are we together? And then we see. So here, let's draw. Here's the diagram. Here's what you should know. This will be your plane mirror, okay? This is the plane mirror. Are you all doing it? Class? Okay. So what happens is, when you have the plane mirror, I'm going to make it a little bit nice. You are going to have your light source and a ray that comes in. This ray is called the incident ray. Incident ray is the ray that's coming on, and it's hitting onto the plane mirror. We know it will bounce off, and that bounce off is what we call reflection. So it should bounce off. Now, it should bounce off. Okay? It's not doing it well. Right, something like this. It should bounce off. And this should be called the reflected ray. The ray that has bounced off. Remember, ray means we are dealing with light. We are dealing with light. Now, what you must know is that there is what we call the incident angle and the reflected angle. And this